All right, what's going on, Big 12 fans? We get down to the nitty gritty. Down to the nitty gritty. Let's go over yesterday's scores, and then let's talk about the upcoming week and the odds and the lines. And we ain't but a couple weeks away from seeing who's going to be in the Big 12 championship game and who will represent the Big 12 in the college football playoff. So, real quick, Arizona beat Cincinnati 30-24. Noah Fafita, I believe, threw for around 294, and he one touchdown. One touchdown. I'm trying to remember it off my head. So I'm going to go to my notes because I want to talk about Baylor, Utah. Utah and Baylor started off slow, chippy a little bit, and then Utah took off. Now, you'd think that it would be some huge numbers for Dampier, but Dampier had a good game. He threw for 2 touchdowns, but it was only for 80 yards. And you know what Utah does on the ground, and you know what they do with defense. K-State got a close victory over Oklahoma State at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State fought very hard in this game. It was 7-6 for a long time, but K-State got out of there, and they have 5 wins. They're only 1 win away from being bowl eligible again, even though they had the up and down years. And I think Dylan Edwards, might hit the transfer portal again. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I overheard that. West Virginia, as I said, is a very hot team right now. They fought Arizona State, but Arizona State was able to pull it off because they're a winning team. Arizona State won 25-23 there in Tempe. Texas Tech put a nice number on UCF. Scott Frost, first year back in Orlando. I'm sure he'll get them together, the Knights together later. But Texas Tech won that game 48-9. And then TCU at BYU. I think a lot of us knew BYU would be pretty pissed off because of the year, not the year, but the week they had last week. And that was a pretty upsetting loss. But they put it on TCU 44-13. Now, let's jump into this week's odds and lines. So, this week, we have UCF hosting Oklahoma State. UCF is a favorite. UCF should be able to pick up their 5th win of the season. However, don't forget that Oklahoma State has been playing a lot better lately. So we'll see what happens in that game. Now, Cincinnati will host BYU. This is a tough game. They got Cincinnati plus 2.5. It says to be announced, so I don't have a time or a channel for this game. But UCF Oklahoma State will be on ESPN Plus. Iowa State Kansas, which is a rivalry game, just like the Kansas State game is. This is to be announced, but right now Iowa State is favored by 3.5. Houston versus TCU. Technically, could be a rivalry game, Fort Worth versus Houston, but it's not the same as Baylor versus TCU. Right now, Houston is favored by 2.5. They're at home, but TCU needs another win. They're already bowl eligible, but I think TCU needs another win just to try and go 7-5, 8-5, or 8-4, whatever. So that's that game. That's to be announced. Arizona State at Colorado. Who knows what network is going to pick this game up? As y'all know, every week the Big 12 has a HBO game, Fox games, and ESPN games. So it could be, anywhere. But they got it 9.5 for Arizona State. So plus 9.5 for Colorado. Julian Lewis should get the start, his second start. Arizona at home versus Baylor. They definitely got this one right. Arizona's 4.5. They've gotten better every week. Every week. Them winning at Cincinnati told me something about how they have improved. And Noah Fafita is one of those kids. Once he gets in a rhythm, he's on fire, as y'all saw in 2023 before Jed took the job in Washington. So they're favored by 4.5 at home against Baylor. Baylor, obviously I think will go to a bowl game. Just let the season play out. Utah is favored by 17.5 against Kansas State. Utah is unstoppable at home. I mean, they are big, physical, mean, and nasty. They are very hard to defeat at home. And when they get in the rhythm, as y'all saw last night, it's not super fancy. It's not nothing crazy, but that run pass option with the defense, it's extremely hard to stop, man. So Utah 17, not 7, 17 and a half point favorites against Kansas State. And it should be another good one, man. So let me go over this real quick and I'm out of here, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this season, man. We got 1 week left after this. I can't believe it went by this fast. UCF will host Oklahoma State. Cincinnati will host BYU. Iowa State will host Kansas. Houston will host TCU. Colorado will host Arizona State. Arizona will have Baylor come into their backyard. And Utah will host Kansas State. Big 12 Nation, what a quick year this has been, man. I can't believe this went by so quick. But we almost here. And y'all know coaching changes and all that crazy stuff about to come soon in the offseason. Peace.